Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So we're up and running.
Now there's a headline maker, Steven Gerrard.
Focal point for any team he plays in.
Yeah, I suspect he may be deployed as a more holding midfielder, but that seems wrong when you know how good he is 30 yards forward.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Van Bommel. Oh, good spread. Nice sequence of passes. And the finish! Goal! Milan! And Milan have the lead. That is lovely, finished with amazing expertise.
Oh, what a hit, Peter, and there was nothing lucky about it, let me tell you. It was measured, it was simply inch perfect.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Shoots! And that would have been some goal.
Aguero certainly looked hungry and exciting on the ball. Confidence is at play here.
And here's Schneider. Luis Suarez. And no, that was never going to make it. And it's Xavi Alonso. Roberto Carlos is one whose deliveries we all know about. Milan already with the upper hand and looking to turn it into something close to dominance. Belletti. Xavi Alonso. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Van Bommel. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Roberto Carlos. And it's Zico. And it's Roberto Carlos. It's Xavi Alonso. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Chance for a shot!
He was berating his defence before making the save, and he's at it again now.
And the pass is intercepted. Played out wide. That's a cute ball. Oh, well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
And here's Suarez. Now it's Roberto Carlos. Played it. He's had a shot! Cannavaro clears without hesitation.
There will be 1 minute added time.
That pass has been well intercepted. This looks promising. Lovely ball. It's Schneider! And he hits the net. And there we have it, the 2-goal cushion. And that is indeed the final act.
Well, I don't think most of us were expecting a second, Peter. It's become pretty much the ideal half.
That certainly seems to be the case.
And that ought to encourage an even more ambitious approach in the second half, Peter, with control already established.
Milan sitting pretty here. 2 goals putting them into the driving seat. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. And that's... Can he finish? And there's a goal! Just as they wanted it! Just when they wanted it! So, what's your view on that goal, then?
Yeah, it's wonderful work, Peter. He just got his head down and absolutely drilled it. Good luck getting to that for the keeper.
Barcelona cut their deficit and look raring to go again.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response he'd be looking for.
Gerrard. Nicely weighted ball. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Bellingham. Oh, he's having a go! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Out for a throw. Adams. Milan suddenly appear frail.
Yes, from comfort zone to a stage of uncertainty perhaps, and they can't drift into a carelessness or this could get away from them.
Van Bommel can see things others simply cannot. And it's Snyder. Xavi Alonso. Zico. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Vieri. Nice looking ball. Adams cuts it out. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Aimed beyond the defence.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Substitutions taking place.
Adams. Roberto Carlos. Baresi. Adams. Well, that is one way to stop him. The pull powering forward here. Milan moments now away from seeing this one out. They get a throw in.
Substitution.
Neymar. Good read, needed to be.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. So that's it. It is all over. Milan pull through, sometimes by hook, sometimes by crook, but that needn't matter. They have the win, and that's what they needed. So there it is. What struck you most about that?
Quick announcement now.
So bring it on. Height, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable.
Against Barcelona.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. There's the whistle, and here we go. Well, 2014-15 was one of the greatest club seasons ever for many Catalans, clearly, but here is one of the key players in that remarkable triumph, Neymar.
Absolutely. I mean, they were very good from the start, but they just became unstoppable in the second half of that season.
And many tries a shot, and it's a goal!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
The goal scorer for Milan after 6 minutes is number 20, Gabriel Batistuta.
Barcelona are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that.
Gabriel Batistuta.
And it's Baggio. Tries to play it, and they're on! Oh, he has absolutely drilled that. Milan leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. Roberto Carlos. Zico. And Neymar. Oh, super ball! The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence. Oh, they could be caught out here! And he's running, shapes to shoot! And that's a sharp finish! They have come roaring back!
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
So they have it all to do again.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
And he's there to retrieve it. Zico. And here's Neymar. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Roberto Carlos is always looking to play quality balls. Xavi Alonso. Roberto Carlos. Veron looking to add to his goal, and it's Olmo. Veron!
Well, the keeper seemed to go into study mode then, and he's read it beautifully.
Great vision. Cute ball. Now, how can he reach it?
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Baresi. Belletti. Zico. And here's Suarez. And it's Roberto Carlos.
There will be 1 minute added time.
And the referee says that is that for the first half. So it's all square. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. Well, Jim, they've both had their moments.
Well, I think we got a good indication of what both sides want to do, Peter. I suspect both will continue with their respective approaches, give or take the odd fine-tuning.
So, all square at half-time, each side matching the other blow for blow at the break. And we're already back up and running after half-time. Baresi. Zico. For Xavi Alonso. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. And he cuts out the supply. Zico is someone with real dynamite in his boots. Veron. Dani Olmo. Zico. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Veron. And it's Messi. Chips it through. Real chance! It's loose now and they want to get it back.
Substitution for Milan, number 21.
And we have our very first corner.
Number 20, Batistuta. Number 18, Zico. Coming on the field, number 15, Aguero.
Oh, that was
number
vital.
17.
Well, there's the clearance.
Number
And
9.
now a sudden chance to counter.
Substitution in progress.
Now it's Shevchenko. Milan perhaps contemplating their next change here. Neymar. Saviola. It's a searching pass. And he's picked out the run. And he's cut it out.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Turns back here, probably the best option. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Van Bommel was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Oh, no joy this time. Nicely weighted. Oh, what a... Oh, shooting chance! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. And he's quick to get rid. Quality ball. Roberto Carlos. Schneider. It's Xabi Alonso, passing nice and neat. Oh, it's come loose. But that has not gone well.
Milan clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
Vinicius Junior wins the duel this time. That is good alertness.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Added time.
And that's that. A draw, and a highly unpredictable one. Fair share of momentum shifts, highly entertaining until the very end. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Well, Peter,
And now,
I suppose
to
it's
all
something.
members of the crowd,
Not
I'd like-
ideal.
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest.
Milan against Argentina.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So it's down to business here. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, Peter, I don't think you're going to get many defenders who are as good as this fella, Koundé, when it comes to building from the back. I mean, he's always...
And Batistuta!
Will simply have to tip his hat to the keeper here because that was a magnificent save.
Zico. Alonso. And this is Batistuta. Scholes. And it's Okazaki. Zico. Roberto Carlos. Roberto Carlos. Driven in. Terrific effort! And it's hit the woodwork and out! Scholes could move up a gear here. Works it forward. Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. Roberto Carlos is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. And it's Zico. Pass is coming off in quick. Decent chance! Goal! Milan! And Milan have the lead.
Look, that was a technical interaction of great football. That has gone down a treat.
Milan have taken the lead.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
Nicely shaped ball. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger.
Suarez clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
And this is Okazaki. Neymar, a player who needs no introduction. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Batistuta! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Milan with the corner, they're first. And that's a throw-in. Lovely bit of skill. Oh, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Oh, cracking ball.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Xavi Alonso. Roberto Carlos. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Plays a sharp little ball here. Xavi Alonso. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Scholes.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. That's the end of the first 45. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
I'm afraid to tell you that
Milan just ahead then as we reach 45 minutes.
On the evidence of what we've seen, they're worth their lead. There was genuine intensity and purpose behind what they brought to the game. I think they'll want a strong start just after the break, though, to force the issue that bit more.
Milan just about ahead, 1-0 at the break. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. Milan currently ahead by the smallest of margins.
Neymar really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Big chance! And it's been taken short. And it's Roberto Carlos. Pings in across. Cleared without hesitation. And now a sudden chance to counter. That looks a good ball through. He's got away. Beckenbauer can get it clear. Alonso. And he's cut it out. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, this lead is beginning to look a little delicate. I'd rather see them show the ambition and adventure to go further ahead. But it seems as if they've settled for a riskier approach now to defend this.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Right, Shevchenko. And this is Aguero. And this is it. Scores!
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
21, Suarez. Coming on the field is
It's their second corner of the game.
17, Javier Saviola.
Shevchenko! No, he didn't quite meet it right. Roberto Carlos. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Milan are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should they need a rise. Okazaki. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. And he's got the beating of his man. Belletti. Chooses to go cross-field.
That's a great ball cross-field.
And it's Zico. Van Bommel can see things others simply cannot.
This is the time you need that pace.
Belletti. And it's Batistuta. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Xavi Alonso. 1-0 as we head towards the end. Strong running down that left flank. Just 5 minutes remaining now. Look at the space here.
Milan nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
Oh, easy pickings there.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Looking for a runner. Oh, delightful ball. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the game's only goal. Neymar voted man of the match, and deservedly so. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie.
Hello, everybody,
The fans
and
have pulled out
welcome to
all the
today's
stops
match.
to make this a monumental
Manchester
occasion.
United against Milan.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. We are just getting started.
I think in Christian Abbiati you have one of the best Italian goalkeepers.
Inzaghi! And he was there to get a vital touch.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And we have our very first corner. Chance! And it's a goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
A wonderful delivery, and all it needed was a touch.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Xavi Alonso. Neither of these two want to come off second best, and he was alert to it. Schneider aimed beyond the defence. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Milan are seeing plenty of the ball, but for now they trail. And the pass is intercepted. Belletti.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Zico. Oh, he's having a go! Neymar! What about that one? Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. They are right back in business.
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
Neymar!
Yeah, to see it unfold as succinctly as that, it looks telepathic.
So they have it all to do again.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
And it's Inzaghi. James Rodriguez. It's James! And he has kept it out somehow.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Looking to play him in. Now it's James Rodriguez. Adams, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Now it's Neymar. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Luis Suarez. Zico is a player who barely needs an invitation to shoot. Drilled, and the shot! Oh, given offside once more. Zico. Tries to pass it, goes for a shot! Has another go! And he's done it! He'll take that. Perhaps not the prettiest, but they all count.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
3 minutes added time.
Milan leading now. Tries a shot! Cleared away. Well, there's your danger man, a title that is entirely justified. And that is the end of the first half. Milan have done it in good style. Forced to come from behind, they find themselves in front at half-time, which is, for them, more or less ideal. So we reach the halfway point.
Well, I've been left almost breathless here, Peter. This is frantic stuff. 45 minutes just seem to fly by. Here's hoping both teams can maintain this level.
Milan are up by the odd goal in 3, just about shading things at the break. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. Tries to play it through. Cute ball. Now, how can he reach it? Now, that is commitment to the cause. Bullish header!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, Red, nice interception. And he's gone looking for safety. Manchester United ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there. And it's Rooney. Now it's Inzaghi. Schneider. And that is expertly dealt with. Neymar. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Luis Suarez. Van Dijk. Scholes. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
And here's Inzaghi. That has ended up in no man's land.
Substitution for Manchester United. Number 20.
Well, the two
Schneider.
coaches are signalling
Number
changes
21,
here, both at the same time.
James Rodriguez. Number 15.
Milan
Rooney.
have it back
Number
and can
19,
go again.
Filippo
Passing is
Anzaldi.
crisp and sharp.
Number 8.
And the ball's gone astray.
Guardiola.
Raul.
Coming on the field.
Well, that's well seen too.
Number 25. Zola.
Just about up to
Number
75
22.
minutes.
Rivaldo.
And that's been intercepted.
Number 10.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And he's in on goal.
Number 6. O'Shea.
Manchester United
Substitution in
really
progress.
might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Oh, easy pickings there. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Pass just lacking in accuracy. And they've got rid. Good effort from distance. Adams can clear it away. That looks a good ball through. He's found a way through. Luis Suarez! And that would have been game, set and match.
Just got too eager there, I think, Peter. Had half an eye on the two-goal cushion.
Substitution.
Well, there is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. Owen.
Manchester United really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
Aguero picks it up. It's Aguero! I'll be a bit disappointed with that.
Yeah, I mean, I guess he tried one of his specials.
4 added minutes has been indicated.
Hammers, clears, and he's there to retrieve it. Van Dijk. Messi. Knocks it into space. He's having a shot! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Oh, it's very good running that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
Desperate defending required here. Tries to get it clear. Oh, shooting chance! And that's it. They chased and chased, but it wasn't to be. Milan have been forced to do it the hard way, but... Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. There's the whistle, and here we go.
The midfield three, Peter, I think are going to be key in this lineup because it's a very expansive system.
Yeah, it certainly looks a very front-footed approach.
It is, and with the front three, especially the wide men, running at and beyond the defence, there's going to be an awful lot asked of the midfield. They have to supply those balls the attack can run onto, while at the same time maintaining the team's overall shape by linking the front and back.
And it's Neymar. Well, that is one way to stop him. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Zico. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. That's tidy. Knocks it into space. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
Oh look, this is about as tentative as it comes. Hopefully a football match will break out soon.
Oh, outsmarting him this time. Otto. Oh, some tackle that. And he thumps it clear. And they'll start all over again with the goalkeeper, Neuer, the type of keeper who instills great confidence in his back line. And it's Neymar. And he's forced to go back. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh, and that one's done no damage in the end.
Cristiano Ronaldo really might have let his reputation get the better of him then. Yes, you can spank one from there, but there are other options, you know. That's positional goals, the utilisation of space.
Shoots! Goal! Milan! And Milan have the lead. Well, how's that for a class finish?
Well, that's great disguise he got on that finish too. Just toying with the defence, making them guess the wrong thing to do. Made him look a bit silly, Peter.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Neymar, very much a man of this moment. He's a sharp little ball here. And the finish! And a neat finish! They are purring, truly purring. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that.
And the referee says that is that for the first half.
Well, the second goal certainly came as a welcome surprise, Peter. So late and so potentially destructive.
That certainly seems to be the case.
Well, both half-time team talks will undergo change now. One will be solid, the other needs to be pretty inspiring.
Milan sitting pretty here. 2 goals putting them into the driving seat.
Coming on the field is number 17, Hazard.
Away we go again. And he's been shifted off it. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. Otto puts them all in. Adams is there, and he can get that clear. Luis Suarez, with his sights permanently trained on that bottom corner. Oh, that was vital. Davis. Hazard. Early stages of the second half, and still 2 between them. And it's Hazard. Neymar does have his name on the score sheet, of course. And this is Ronaldo. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Some good work on the right flank here. Hazard.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Van Bommel. Just about up to 75 minutes. It's a good spell of possession, this. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. And they're quick to get it back. Luis Suarez! Just cruising! They are cruising! And with that, it is pretty much a done deal. That is glorious, as if he picked it up and put it there himself.
Oh, what a hit, Peter, and there was nothing lucky about it, let me tell you. It was measured, it was simply inch perfect.
A case now of complete control. Van Bommel tries to pass it through. Van Bommel. Zico is someone with real dynamite in his boots. And this is Batistuta. So 3-0 now, and surely there'll be no twists in the plot. He's in a good position here. Great vision. Now there's a shooting chance! It's bounced back off the post. Oh, he's been caught now, and again! And he's cleared it out of harm's way. And we're done. Milan can look back on a nigh-on perfect performance here. A super contest in which they swept their opponents aside ruthlessly. Batistuta taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match. And well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So off we go then.
Well, there's the impressive figure of Christian Vieri. What a left foot he has.
Quite a frame.
Yeah, possibly one of the last of the old-fashioned strikers. Big, powerful and direct.
And the shot! What a wonderful goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
And how easy did he make that look? That is supreme.
So, a breakthrough already. Milan disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency. Milan very much in the ascendancy and with a goal to their name. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Costa Curta. Milan leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Van Bommel. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Always onto this. And he's got away from him. Chance! Goal! They have come roaring back.
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react.
And the shot! Goal! Milan! And again they hit the front. Oh, the deftness of touch. Received it delightfully and finished it off sumptuously.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
Milan leading now. Belletti. Now Van Bommel. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Zico. Zico going face to face with his great rival. Vieri. Nepal have got it back and they'll have another go. Driving. Oh, he's having a go! Off the post! Nearly, but not quite.
And not just close, agonisingly close.
Costa Curta. And it's Bellingham. Rijkaard. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Batistuta. Now it's Vieri. It's Vieri! Oh, that was a half-decent effort.
He's never the type to turn down a challenge, is he?
And the referee has blown for half-time. It's been thrills and spills at either end in the first half. Neither side really seizing the initiative, and both teams still very much in it.
Please be reminded that
Caution certainly not on the agenda here, from both sides.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that 2-goal cushion early in the second half.
Milan are up by the odd goal in 3, just about shading things at the break. And we are back underway. Nice looking ball. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Belletti. Roberto Carlos is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Neymar. Now Van Bommel. Xavi Alonso. And it's Neymar. And this is Luis Suarez! It's a goal! Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. That is lovely, finished with amazing expertise.
Oh, what a hit, Peter, and there was nothing lucky about it, let me tell you. It was measured, it was simply inch perfect.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, everything is going to plan, Peter. A day for a regular managerial heartbeat, at least for one.
Nepal are looking to play on. Takes a shot! Oh, he's done it!
Yeah, to see it unfold as succinctly as that, it looks telepathic.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
This is frightening football. He has increased defensive fear on the way to that hat-trick.
Milan palpably stronger, better, superior.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
And here's Vieri. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Out towards the flank. They're urging him to shoot. It's loose. In he goes again! And there's a goal! And they are right back within touch! Sharp, simple, satisfying. He just knew what was on.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
Still behind by 2. Is there a way back into this? Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
Xavi Alonso. And the keeper's got it again. And it's Belletti. Now Van Bommel. He's found a way past. And he was quick to react. Baresi, the man that is tenacity personified. Vieri. And the finish!
4 added minutes has been indicated.
Belletti. And it's gone back to the keeper. And they've got a throw. Four extra minutes added on. Schneider. Schneider's cross. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. And time is up. What a satisfying performance. A performance at times of determination and occasionally magic. Simply, they had all the right answers. Batistuta. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So we're very much on the way now. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, in these days of inverted wingers, Ferran Torres may be a bit of an oddity, Peter, but a very valuable one in that he gives you a lot more options. He's at his most comfortable going forward, but he does come in using his strength in one-on-ones, and that change of direction he can deliver too.
Yes, he's certainly the one who carries the hopes of his team. Rooney. De Bruyne. Quick look, he leaps for it! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Rooney is offering a wry smile there.
Spain with the corner, they're first. Adams clears. They want to be quick to recover this. Milan yet to have an attempt on goal. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Luis Suarez. Great chance! Goal! Milan! And Milan have the lead. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Impressive jump! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Ferran Torres clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Xavi Alonso. It's not an especially good pass, that. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. And here's Batistuta. And this is Luis Suarez. And the finish! Oh, denied brilliantly!
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Now, can they get him away? And this is Ronaldo.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
It's gone for a throw-in. Otamendi. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, easy pickings there. And he's got away from him. Thinks about the shot. Now that's a fine challenge.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Aimed beyond the defence. Decent chance! Sensational from Suarez! A finish of true class! 2 up now, and they are cruising.
Look, that was a technical interaction of great football. That has gone down a treat.
Milan are doing very... Cristiano Ronaldo! Cristiano Ronaldo! The glamour and the glory! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! And on the stroke of half-time, a priceless goal.
Number 15.
It was thrashed in, the crispest of hits.
Well, he's absolutely drilled that, Peter. When you hit it like that, the keeper's not going to be able to do much about it.
Shift in momentum. A temporary halt to the action. It's been thrills and spills at either end in the first half. Neither side really seizing the initiative, and both teams still very much in it.
Just a quick announcement.
Neither
We would
side
like
holding
to
back
inform you
here.
that
It has
CCTV
been quite a
is now
half,
in
this.
operation
Well, I
for
think
your
the message
safety.
from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker, and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
Milan are leading, but it is still delicately poised. It's 2-1. So straight into the second half. Oh, that was vital. Van Bronckhorst. De Bruyne scooting forward. Van Bronckhorst. And it's De Bruyne. Messi is always looking to break lines.
Rooney really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
He's picked his way through. No, not quite on the same wavelength.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. OK, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped. Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
This is a really front-footed approach.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. De Bruyne. Ferran Torres.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Rooney. He's in a great position here. Oh, he's having a go! Roberto Carlos. And it's Zico. And here's Ferran Torres. And it's De Bruyne.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Messi. Zico. Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet. And it's De Bruyne. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Very much into the last knockings. Knocks it into space. He's got plenty of space out wide here.
Milan really wanted that two-goal cushion, but it wasn't to be. Still, they should be able to see it out from here.
Substitution for Spain. Number 22, De Bruyne.
The two coaches are
Number
signalling
4,
changes here, both at
Rooney.
the same time.
Number 6, Ferran Torres.
Ferdinand,
Coming on
that
the
has
field.
not gone well.
Number 8, Schneider. Number 19,
Roberto Carlos,
Number
that's good vision.
11, Shevchenko.
Aguero is flagged
Substitution.
offside.
There will be 1 minute added time.
That's at the end. Milan pull through, sometimes by hook, sometimes by crook, but that needn't matter. They have the win, and that's what they needed. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Please be
Milan
reminded that drinking is
demonstrating
only allowed
exactly
in the
how to
areas
play
shown on this map.
on...
Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion.
Against Milan.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. And we're underway.
A proven leader, a proven winner, and a talisman for both club and country, Peter.
Yeah, Gareth Bale is certainly all of those things.
You could almost say he's the perfect...
He leaps for it! And the keeper couldn't hold it. They've scored!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. And it's Neymar. Over to the right flank. Cajolu with the delivery. Roberto Carlos with the clearance. And here's Bale! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Bale clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Some front-footed pressing going on here. Xavi Alonso. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Real chance! Milan leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. Roberto Carlos is always looking to play quality balls. Bale. And here's Neymar. Look at the chance for a shot! And it's hit the woodwork and out! It's in! AC Milan are all square! Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
We're looking at a different game now.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. James Rodriguez. And it's Cruyff. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, that was vital. It's Bale! That is special! Gareth Bale! A finish right from the top drawer! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Looking for the run. Oh, it's inches away from being a really good ball. Roberto Carlos.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
And for the first half, that is that. That was a very watchable and entertaining half of football, and it's fair to say that both teams have played their part. So we reach the halfway point.
Oh, what a half, Peter. What a half. It really has had a bit of everything. Two sides going tooth and nail, trying to win this from the off. If only all games could serve this up.
Well, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon. So straight into the second half.
Milan really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step...
That's pretty clear, it is a foul. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Well, this looks promising in terms of distance and angle. And this the perfect opportunity to create a cushion between them.
He has saved the goalkeeper's blushes there. What great defending.
Van Bommel. That's a lovely, neat pass. Caggiolu deals with that comfortably. Van Bommel can see things others simply cannot. Bouts of passing here, really easy on the eye. Neymar touches it back. Neymar, and he's in. Luis Suarez! It's a goal! What remarkable powers of recovery!
Yeah, and it's very much deserved in the circumstances. In these games, it's so tempting to maybe get a little sorry for yourselves, but there's none of that.
And that is fabulous! A true beauty of a goal!
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at it, he took his time and he put it where very few can.
It is compelling, this, utterly compelling.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Adams. And that's a throw-in.
Substitution for Milan, number 18, Zico, number 11, Neymar,
And it's Kane.
number 21,
Aguero.
Suarez. Coming on the field,
That's an
number
imaginative
9,
pass.
Schneider.
And he's picked out the
Number
run.
10, Messi, number 15,
Milan
Aguero.
perhaps wondering what the best time is for their
Substitution taking place.
next substitution. Lampard. And here's Cruyff. And Cruyff! Oh no, that could be a costly miss.
Cruyff fully appreciates that he could have won it then, and now he'll be all the keener not to lose it.
And it's James Rodriguez. And the finish!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Messi. Now it's Roberto Carlos. He's being urged to shoot. And the shot! He'll want to be quick to recover this. And that should get the job done. Cleared without hesitation. Tries to play it for... Shapes to shoot! Oh, wow! That's crazy! A game of margins! A game of thrills! This might just do it!
After 89 minutes.
Well, when it's pieced together as efficiently as that, it's a joy to watch.
Milan found a way. Lampard!
Substitution for Milan. Number
It's a
8,
good run he's making out on the
Xabi
left.
Alonso.
And he's there to make the
Coming on the
challenge.
field is number 6, Strike-off.
It's
Added
Lampard!
minutes has been indicated.
And there goes their last chance. Milan have done it with iron, with pragmatism, the sort you expect from a team like this. Admirable, enjoyable, and look how they reacted to that initial setback.
And now, please turn towards
So a
the
game of
screen
thrills
for a
and
special
tiny
presentation.
margins, so many what-ifs and what might have beens, but eventually we have a winner.
Well, I thought only one team could win this, certainly in the last few minutes, Peter. They didn't half make it hard on themselves, but sometimes you just have to win games whatever way you can, and that they did.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening.